I think it's important for everybody to understand, and I think the American people understand, that there are some trade-offs involved. But I think it's important to recognize that you can't have 100% security and also then have 100% privacy and zero inconvenience.
Welcome to this lecture in the module on telecommunications and ISPs, namely the one that is also dealing with a huge omnibus law, namely the USA Freedom Act. In this case, I have chosen to make a somewhat different approach towards what the Freedom Act really changed, and also the fact that it was within the Obama administration made that the communications surrounding this Freedom Act was a bit different than the one around the Patriot Act, and also the one that we will see in the next one is the Cloud Act. This law is again changing a whole bunch of different laws, but also tried to find a more balanced approach towards security, because there's a war on terrorism, of course, and privacy on the other hand. So what has been stressed by the Obama administration is that it also protects civil liberties. It's not this huge grabbing of governmental institutions that go into the private lives, notably into the communications of a lot of people, but they are also have been trying to balance, so have more attention for the civil liberties. It also tried to say that it was improving the transparency, so that the American people knew better what was happening behind those walls of secrecy and fighting terrorism, things like that. As a consequence, of course, because of the abilities that were given to the diverse governmental organizations, the secrecy, the security organizations, it nevertheless was aimed at strengthening national security. So that is also something which came out and was put forward a bit more. Then when you see at the diverse, let's say the amount of organizations that were allowed to come into in following people, in having warrants to tap people and things like that, it was tried by the Obama administration to make the number of people that were allowed to look into those capabilities and to make use of those capabilities, to limit them a bit more. Thank you for watching this lecture. The next lecture will deal with yet another way of dealing with our communications, and in what way data that has been stored outside of the United States, how that can be acquired by the security organizations.